Someone asked me, if my money was to be asked how I treat it, would it say that we're in a toxic relationship or a healthy relationship? And this actually brought in a question: how do I actually treat my money? Am I in a healthy or a toxic relationship? And you might be wondering, how is our relationship with my money? And today I have decided to actually give some of the signs that shows that you're in a toxic relationship with your money. Hi guys, welcome again to another episode of Financial Literacy. My name is Jane Dishu and I'm a financial advisor. So one of the signs is if you actually living off debts. So if every time you have to borrow for you to survive, you're actually having a very toxic relationship with your money because you're getting yourself into bad debts, or maybe you are not able to plan for the income that you're actually earning. The second sign, you actually earn more income, but you're always broke. So every time you're always saying that I want 100K, this is going to solve my problem, I'm out of this situation. But when you earn that 100K, you're in the same situation. You always feel broke. You cannot account how you actually use that 100,000. The third thing is, if you don't want to check your bank balance, this one is very common. Anytime you feel like you want to check your bank balance, you're like, no, I don't want the triggers. You actually don't want to see the dents or to see what you've done with your money. So you're always running, not wanting to see what happened over the weekend, you did with your friends, or how maybe you spent your money. The other sign is, if you find yourself spending to feel better, so like you're emotionally spending, like you feel so great when you spend, but after you have spent, you're regretting your choices of spending. So every time you feel like, if I'm down, I'm emotionally not doing well, you go to your money, spend that money, and you're like, now what did I do? I'm going to do better. And then it keeps on going and going and going. And at some particular point, you cannot be able to control it. The third one is if you keep on postponing on your budgeting or planning or saving on investing. So you know that you're supposed to be saving, to be investing, to be controlling your money, but you always feel like, no, I don't want to do it. So you keep on postponing. And every time maybe you're broke, you're always saying that I'm going to change how I'm spending my money. I'm going to make sure that I'm putting money aside to go to paying myself first. But when you receive your money, that is actually out of budget, that is forgotten, and you don't go into it. The sixth sign is if you constantly feel that your money is controlling you. So you always feel like when you have money, you're feeling better, your mood is elevated, but when you're broke, you don't have the mood, you're feeling bad. And this is because most of the time you don't know your money direction, your money is not working for you, your financial goals are not well funded. So even if you're broke, you don't feel like, I have done something with my money. So you feel like, when I have money, I'm happy. When I don't have money, I'm not happy. This is not a very good relationship to actually be, or in a good situation to actually be. The last sign is when you find yourself constantly comparing yourself with other people. So you're always checking on your progress and you feel like, I'm behind, I have not traveled, I have not done this, I'm not investing in this. So you always feel the pressure, like everyone else is moving on, me, I'm not moving on. What is happening to my money? Most of the time, your relationship with your money is actually very toxic. You don't know the direction, you don't know what your money can do for you, and you actually don't know how you can take control of it. And this is why you need to actually make sure that you're in control of your finances, so that you know that even if I'm not investing in bonds today, tomorrow I might be able to buy a bond. Even if today I'm renting, tomorrow I might be able to do this. Even if today I don't go to Diani, tomorrow I might go to Dubai, because you're actively planning for it. And as I promised, I said we are going to diagnose you and make sure that we recommend how you can be able to get out of this toxic relationship. The first thing is to make sure that you actually practice financial awareness. This is where you learn about budgeting. This is where you make sure that you have financial plans. This is where you learn about savings and investment, like basically taking charge of your finances and telling your money what to do for you. So at this particular point, you know that even if it's delayed, I'm going to get it. So you're not in pressure. You're not feeling like I wasted my money, because you already know that this is where my money is at and this is what my money is doing for me. The second thing is to make sure that you have a plan that actually match with your financial goal. At this particular point, we're trying to borrow motivation and to make sure that we stay at track, so we know what our money is doing for us. This is where you plan for your vacation. This is where you plan for your early retirement. This is where you plan for your home ownership. This is where you choose the right savings and investments. This step is going to help you actually know what your money can be able to do for you, and actually get motivation to increase your income. And when you increase your income, you already know how you can be able to allocate that money to give you the freedom that you're looking for. The third thing is to actually ask for help. At this particular point, you don't want to walk blindly. At this point, you're actually trying to work with financial advisors, financial experts to help you through. And this is the reason why I'm here as a financial advisor, to make sure that you're well guided, to make sure that you take control of your finances, and to make sure that you can be able to understand your money and grow your money to give you the lifestyle that you're looking for. In case you would want to work with me, make sure to follow me on my Instagram page, so that we can be able to begin this journey together. And the last thing that you need to do is actually to forgive yourself for the previous mistake, because most of the time I know people actually know that I actually have this toxic behavior, but because you don't forgive yourself, you always run with it over and over again. This is not actually an easy process, because most of the time you have to put aside some financial habits that you're used to and borrow new habits that actually work for you. At this particular point, you need to extend a lot of grace to make sure that you make the right financial move. And guys, don't forget that financial freedom journey is actually a journey, and is actually a journey for a reason, because it means that today you'll be here, tomorrow you'll be there. At no particular point you never feel that you have reached there. So one step to another is going to give you the lifestyle and the life that you're looking for. I hope that you have learned something from this video, and if you know someone who might need this information, make sure to share with them this video. And until next time, thank you.